Tottenham Hotspur have experienced an unexpected twist in the transfer market. The club appeared to be closing in on the signing of Morgan Gibbs-White, only to see the player renew his contract with Nottingham Forest. Now, emerging details are casting doubt on whether Spurs even fulfilled the contractual terms set out in the player's release clause. Meanwhile, the club is turning its attention to new targets, including the likes of Harvey Elliott and even Brazilian star Rodrigo. Watch the full details in this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel now and give this video a like to stay up to date with all of Tottenham's transfer activity, from new signings to potential exits and everything in between. Tottenham Hotspur seemed very close to securing Morgan Gibbs-White after reportedly triggering his £60 million release clause. Various sources indicated that the Nottingham Forest midfielder was interested in joining Spurs, and the expectation was that the deal would soon be finalised. However, the situation changed dramatically. Gibbs-White ultimately chose to extend his stay at Forest, dealing a blow to the ambitions of the North London club. According to the Telegraph, Nottingham Forest were not only unhappy with the confidentiality breach from Tottenham, but also questioned whether the club had truly met all the conditions of the release clause. The report suggests that although Spurs matched the financial figure, other contractual terms may not have been satisfied. This led Forest to issue a formal legal notice to Daniel Levy and consider lodging an official complaint to the Premier League, accusing Tottenham of inappropriate conduct during negotiations. Simultaneously, Nottingham Forest acted swiftly to secure their player's future, offering a new 3-year deal without a release clause, making Gibbs-White the highest-paid player in the club's history. Owner Evangelos Marinikis celebrated what he described as a triumph over Tottenham and openly criticised the club's attempt to lure the midfielder away from the City ground. Following the collapse of the Gibbs-White pursuit, Spurs have already shifted focus to alternative options. According to Fabrizio Romano, the club is actively working on identifying a new attacking midfielder. While no specific names were mentioned by Romano, other reports suggest the club has internally discussed players such as James McAtee from Manchester City and RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons. Furthermore, GiveMeSport recently reported that Kobbie Mainoo of Manchester United had also been scouted, although United have not indicated any intention to part with the young talent this summer. Among the standout alternatives, Harvey Elliott's name has emerged. The 22-year-old Liverpool midfielder has struggled to cement a regular place in the starting 11 since arriving from Fulham in 2019. Despite registering 5 goals and 3 assists in the 2024-25 campaign, Elliott played fewer than 1,000 minutes across 28 appearances, raising questions over his long-term future at Anfield. Tottenham see Elliott as a creative and versatile option, especially given James Maddison's inconsistent form and physical issues throughout the previous season. In parallel, exclusive information from TBR Football has revealed that Rodrigo of Real Madrid would be open to a move to Tottenham this summer. The North London club has begun discussions with intermediaries to assess the Brazilian situation, and is reportedly willing to break its transfer record to secure the 24-year-old, valued at around £70 million. If the deal goes through, Spurs are also prepared to make Rodrigo the highest-paid player in the club's history. The potential arrival of Rodrigo is closely linked to the possible departure of Son Heung-min, who is currently considering a proposal from MLS side LAFC. Internally, Tottenham view Rodrigo as a suitable replacement for the South Korean star, offering him a prominent role in the starting 11 and the platform of Champions League football, factors that could weigh heavily in his decision, especially with the 2026 World Cup on the horizon and competition intensifying for places in the Brazil squad. As Rodrigo's options elsewhere in Europe begin to narrow, following Bayern Munich's deal for Luis Diaz and Arsenal's pursuit of Eberechi Eze, Tottenham are emerging as a serious contender, particularly if they can provide sporting guarantees and a lucrative financial package. Tottenham remain fully engaged and vigilant in the market, continuing their search for players who can strengthen the squad and contribute to a competitive long-term project under Thomas Frank. With recent developments and renewed focus on fresh targets, the club is set for a dramatic final stretch in this summer transfer window. Now it's your turn, Spurs fans. Do you think the club were right to chase Gibbs-White for so long? Would you like to see Harvey Elliott or Rodrigo in a Tottenham shirt? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay connected to every major update from Spurs during this transfer window. See you in the next one. Come on, you Spurs.